Hello and welcome to another episode of the E-commerce Coffee Break podcast. Today we want to talk on how you can transform your business, your e-commerce with personalization with the help of AI. Now, a lot of merchants out there looking into AI right now, and obviously they want to increase conversions, they want to increase average order value, and there's ways to do that. With me on the show today, I have Luca Borreani. He's the co-founder of Zipchat.ai. He's a growth hacker and entrepreneur in the tech world with a varied resume. He has generated over 12 million in online sales directly and also acquired more than 120,000 customers at Udroppy. With skills ranging from viral loops to full stack marketing, from copywriting to sales, he has also raised funds from venture capital giants like Sequoia and Lunch. As said, he's co-founder of Zipchat, an AI chatbot for e-commerce, and that's what we want to talk about today. Let's welcome him to the show. Hi, Luca. How are you today?
Hi, Klaus. I'm great. Thank you very much for having me, and hi to everybody listening to us.
Luca, conversion rates. Most stores are somewhere in the 1 to 3% range. Very, very low. And obviously, it's very expensive to acquire new customers. And once you have them on the site, obviously, you want to convert them. AI can help with that. Give me a bit of an overview where merchants without using AI right now struggle the most and what kind of AI or what AI can make a difference in the process of getting higher conversion rates.
Yeah, definitely. I've always thought that one of the reasons because people don't convert on website is because they don't feel the page they're on is basically personalized to them. This is something I was thinking already in the past. I started with affiliate marketing back in 2013, 14. Already at the time, I was trying to create pages that were really personalized to the kind of audience, and I was kind of creating like tens of different variations of the same basically landing page with the same message, but slightly changing like the headline, this kind of stuff. But that kind of process was 100% manual at the time. But with the advent of AI, it's basically possible to create, and it's going to be even more possible in the future, because the great thing about AI is that we are just in the super early days. It's going to be possible to 100% customize the experience for each different customer. Something that for me was really incredible to read a few months ago was an article from Kate Leggett from Forrester. Basically, it was a research saying that more than 50% of people don't finish a purchase, an online purchase, because they cannot get an answer to a last moment doubt. Maybe I'm buying some clothes, so I'm thinking about the sizing, or I'm buying some technology product and I'm not sure it's compatible with my products, my stack. So at the end, I just decide not to buy because I cannot get the information, the answer to my question fast enough. Okay. Of course, website and stores have FAQ. They often provide like a number to call, or like a support email to email, or the ability to open a support ticket. But unless I'm buying something really expensive, again, this is all friction points. I mean, of course, if I'm buying something fast, maybe I'm on my phone for, I don't know, $60, $80, something like that. I don't want to waste time calling even a toll-free number, or opening a ticket, waiting for an answer in a lot of time. So the problem is, in most cases, I'm not able to get that answer. Then I drop, and then the conversion rate goes so low. But with AI, the first thing is that the entire page could be like kind of optimized for me in a faster and easier way. The second thing, for example, with our product, Zipchat.ai, we develop a way for customer to answer questions and get instant replies from the AI. Basically perfect, because all the AI information, the knowledge base, is based on the content of the store and whatever else the merchant decide to feed the AI with. And at the same time, the answer is 100% personalized. So let's say you have an English store, and then you have a customer for France. And of course, he cannot understand some things about English and maybe buy anyway. But at the same time, he can ask something in the chat in French, because it's mother tongue. It's easier for him to communicate and explain his doubt. Like until, let's say, yesterday, unless the merchant had a customer service representative a French speaker one, he couldn't really answer. I mean, okay, he could use a Google Translate, but it's not the same kind of conversation. With AI, the answer is perfectly crafted in the person language, and the tone of voice is using, or the merchant decided to set, this kind of stuff, and the answer feels really human-like and really empathetic, and drives to higher conversion rates.
I think that's a very interesting finding that most people drop off at 95% of their customer journey, and then on the last stretch you lose them. And I'm just thinking about myself. That happens a lot to me. If I can't find the right information, I rather do not buy than buying something where I'm unsure if it's the right product for me. Also,
Exactly.
with the languages, I mean, that plays right into that. If you have somebody, first of all, instantly replying to your question, and then in your language, big advantage there. Now, obviously, with AI, it's all about the training. We by now have heard that AI can hallucinate and come back with answers that are not right. Now, obviously, it's important to have the right data sources, the right information sources to train the AI. Tell me a little bit on how you do this.
That's the most critical part, because as you said, if the information are not correct, the answer can be wrong, because of course AI is not like some god-like technology. It's something that works really good, but it's just as good as the information you provide it in order to be like the closer to human-like answers and perfect answers. So for how our software works, it's pretty simple. You install, for example, the Shopify app on your store, and all the pages are crawled immediately. So in a couple of minutes, basically, the knowledge base is created. On top of that, you can add as many as external sources as you wish. So you're able to add PDF, for example, with information, more detailed information about the products, like details, especially if you have, I don't know, some product that has lots of tech specs, or like food supplements, with ingredients, stuff like that. That kind of things you might not want to include in your landing page or a product page, but still can increase the likelihood of a person, if he or she wants to ask specific question, to answer properly. At the same time, you can answer, you can add external sources. For example, we have some merchants that they are in really specific industries where people might come and also ask some more generalistic questions. So not just related to the product, but more like industry related, to better understand some terms or some words. So what they do, they usually add some external sources, even from other websites, in order to have the AI knowing the topic is talking to. So they create the context, On top of that, we also have the ability to check every single chat going on with your visitors and your customers. And what you can do is basically go on to every single answer the AI is providing and correct the answer. So as soon as you correct the answer, the new answer for that specific topic becomes a new knowledge base content. So the AI learns from the chat and is able to replicate a similar chat, because again, the AI is not a chatbot, is not something pre-configured. It's free to answer how it thinks is the best for the person engaging with it. So it will take your answer, understand the context, understand what you change and the topic, and then provide similar like answers to people. So, for example, we have this customer, this merchant. It's a really big merchant from Australia. Is selling like some car tuning related products. I'm not a car guy, so I don't really know what those tools are for, to be honest. But this guy, of course, selling products that are really specific to car models and car years. So, for example, a BMW from whatever year needs maybe a product piece that is completely different from the same BMW from another year. So as you can understand, it's really, really specific. So for example, he started, and the first month he provided, I don't know, hundreds of different correction to the AI in order to have the AI become perfect about that. The second month, still a lot of correction, but of course less, until like last month, it was like 2 corrections. So on top, for example, in 4 months using using us. He provided, I don't know, 700 replies correction, but all of them were basically the first month and a half, 2 months, just because once the AI was trained, now is replying like perfectly. And from Zipchat, he generated more than 600K USD, just because the answers now are just perfect for his niche and for his kind of visitor. So this is great.
Yeah, that sounds great. Obviously, now you end up with having a very skilled and trained salesperson in your store who is there 24/7. And on that, I want to dive a little bit more. You mentioned that the training and also the numbers. What kind of reporting do I get out of your system to find not only the conversions, but also what's happening in the background? Because with AI, a lot of people might have the feeling that's out of their control and they do not really know what's doing. How does that work?
So all kind of conversations going on your store, you're able to open and track them. So you can see exactly what the AI is saying, when it's saying, and to whom is saying that. So that's really important for us to let our merchants know, because of course, as I said, it's important to provide correction to still improve the AI. And at the same time, we don't want them to think, okay, it's all automated, I don't have any kind of control. So on top of that, we have an analytics section where we provide information like the number of orders that come from the chat or after interacting with the chat, which gives merchants a sense of the kind of ROI they're getting on the subscription they pay to us, which for us, it's really important. We want to be a sales chat. So our goal is to help merchants make more sales. Of course, the side effect is that it also handles customer support because the knowledge base is there. So the information are there. All the information are integrated through Shopify. So of course, if a customer is coming with questions about, I don't know, a tracking, an order for tracking or understanding where the product is, whatever related to that, the AI will be able to answer that kind of question and handles the customer service part. But still, our main goal is to help merchants generate more sales. So we have a chat to sale conversion rate tracking, which incredibly stands at 12.3%, if I'm not wrong, across all our merchants, which is super high, especially if compared to the traditional normal conversion rate you were mentioning at the beginning of the call. Our top merchants, which is a food supplement store in Australia called Optimus, they have 32% conversion rate chat to sale, which is something incredible. If you think about it, it means every 3 chat, 1 becomes a paying customer buying a product. So it's something mind blowing. And even yesterday, I was speaking at an event like last weekend, and one of my friend, I hadn't talked to him about Zipchat. I didn't even know he was in e-commerce. He was just starting actually. He had a new store, and I told him, okay, just install Zipchat. You will see the results. You will see the benefits of it. And he was actually struggling generating sales. And yesterday he sent me a screenshot that yesterday he made. I mean, it's just getting started, so it's a small store. Like he made like 4 or 5 orders out of the days before, which were standing at 0 or 1, and he was like super enthusiastic, like, oh my god, that's crazy. I just installed Zipchat, and this is the results. I mean, you have an amazing product. So this is the things we are working so hard to make it happen, you know, to increase the number of sales, because with rising costs for ads and the span of attention of people lowering down every year, that's just what merchants, in our opinion, need.
Yeah, funny that you mentioned Optimus as one of your clients. I went before our call, I went to that website and I really challenged your chatbot and to find out how good it is. And I was impressed. So it was really, really good. And so there I can vouch for the capabilities of AI working as a personalized salesperson there. Now you're on the forefront of AI. Give me a bit of an outlook, what you think will happen in 2024. What other features will come in? Where do we head towards to?
So related to us, what we are doing, again, we are developing more features to increase sales. So things like also the lead generation inside the chat. So the ability to create a lead inside Shopify and then using Klaviyo, for example, to create marketing automation for that lead. This will be especially useful for people during like festivities to create coupons, offer coupons in exchange of leads, this kind of stuff. Something we are working also is the ability to upsell create upsells directly from the chat, and the ability for the chat to create promotion depending on the conversation. So feeling free to, depending on the person in front, maybe create bundles and special stuff. Of course, following main guidelines given by the merchants. It's important that the AI is free to work and convert, but at the same time not free to made up prices out of nowhere, because of course it cannot know at the end of the day, unless the merchant provides this kind of information, what's the cost to the merchant, or the shipping cost, this kind of information. Something that would be great is, for example, the merchant is buying something, and then on the thank you page, the AI from the chat pop-ups saying, oh, customers buying these also buy this, the classic Amazon upsell, cross-sell strategy. So but instead of having it in a passive way on the landing page, having it through like a pop-up from the chat that actually goes and engages the customer again, which is something we are sure is going to be like a game changer for most merchants, because it's something they also requested us. So we try to be really customer feature led. So they tell us what to build, and if we have enough people, enough merchants of a certain size requesting or agreeing that should be our next feature, that's where we focus our development attention. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to outside Zipchat and the AI world, I'm pretty sure like page builders that completely automate or create the same page through AI, depending on who is on the page, depending on where it's coming from, is already interacting with the brand, stuff like that, are going to be like a huge thing in 2024 and 2025.
Totally agree. Who's your perfect customer? Are there any specific industries, verticals, or niche that you work more with than with others?
So no, actually we are pretty spread. We have from small merchants with one product. I mean, for small merchant, I still mean people, merchants and stores that have at least 15 to 20,000 visitors per month. I would say that's the minimum where it makes sense to have a tool like ours. But it can be like a mono product with just using the AI to convert more sales, ask questions, or provide the right information about the product, or like a huge marketplace. For example, we have a French online pharmacy. They have, I think, 2 to 3 million visitors per month, so it's pretty big. They have, I don't know, tens of thousands of SKUs, because of course online pharmacy lots of different products, and for them it just works wonders, because people come, they say the problem they have, and then they receive a custom recommendation. Of course, that's kind of products are the ones that you don't need the receipt. I think it's called the receipt from the doctor to buy. That you can buy freely, of course. But still, it's working wonders. But we have like fashion, we have pharmacies, food supplements, technology, car tuning, again, like really spread.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your pricing structure. How does that work?
So we believe every merchant should have access to basically all the feature. So it doesn't really matter how big the merchant is, or what kind of subscription is paying to us. We provide them the ability to use all the features, and we are usage based. So basically, the more you use us, the more you pay. But just because, of course, the cost of AI increases as its usage, so we cannot afford to just make a fixed price. But the idea is to allow everybody to get the most out of Zipchat, and to pay as they go with their depending on their size.
Okay, so as you grow, the pricing grows, but obviously you get the whole feature set right from the start.
Exactly.
Before we come to the end of the coffee break today, is there anything that you want to share with our listeners that you haven't covered yet?
So what I notice, I've been in e-commerce for a while now. What I've always noticed is that the brands and the merchants that actually grow the fastest over time are the ones that are always understanding the new trend that can help them convert more. So if I can give it as an advice, not just for Zipchat, but for basically all the AI apps out there, I really believe merchants should definitely take a deep look into AI, because AI will be a game changer for their brands in the next couple of years. doesn't matter if it's going to be Zipchat or chat related, or can be like page builder or other tools. Again, AI is going to be a huge breakthrough e-commerce in the next few years.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty much 1 year in since ChatGPT came out, a little bit more than that. And all the other chat tools that are coming out, I think they will rule whatever you do in your work, in your business. And if you're not on it right now, you're losing definitely out. Luca, where can people find out more about you guys?
Yeah, just go on Zipchat.ai or search for Zipchat inside a Shopify app store. They will find us easily. And if they want to connect with me, just go on LinkedIn and Luca Borreani. It's going to be, I think, the first one popping out.
Okay, I will put the links in the show notes, then you're just one click away. Luca,
Okay,
thanks so
nice.
much to give us an overview about your solution. I think it's a really good tool, and I hope that a lot of listeners will check it out. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you very much, Klaus, and bye-bye.
Hey, Klaus here. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Before we wrap things up, I've got a couple of important points to share. Firstly, if you have enjoyed today's episode and want to support the show, here's a simple way to do it. Help me out with that algorithm magic by liking, commenting, and subscribing on your favorite podcast app. And if you're feeling extra generous, leaving a rating would be great. Your support helps me bringing more impactful guests on the show, and it makes it easier for others to discover the podcast. Secondly, I want to talk about to all your business owners out there. Here's a question. Are you tired of juggling everything in your business while struggling with your marketing tasks? Fed up with hit and miss experiences of hiring freelancers or agencies that don't quite get your vision? But perhaps you're not ready to commit to a full-time in-house marketer just yet. Well, I've got a solution for you. Introducing our fractional marketing team. My team and I provide top-notch experienced marketing professionals to become an extension of your business. Not only will they save you up to 50% on cost compared to traditional hires, but they also take care of all this time-consuming, repetitive and complex marketing tasks that have been holding you back. And this way you can concentrate on what truly matters, the core of your business. To learn more about how we can help you to scale up your online sales with a fractional team member, head over to our website, smart-ecommerce-marketing.com, or reach out to me directly and I'll get you the details. You will find the links in the show notes. Thanks for being a part of our podcast community, and remember, your support means the world to me. Until next time, see you then.